Now, I recently just came back from Japan. It was my second time going within the last 2 years, and the reason for the trip was just to hunt for as many Pokemon card deals as I could. And essentially, the reason for the trip was just Pokemon cards only, no other real TCG. But it all changed within the first 24 to 48 hours of me arriving in Japan. I checked the market, and the market showed me a massive spike in the Dragon Ball TCG. And that was largely due to the fact that Dragon Ball just announced a new series that they were going to air. And that has caused so much excitement that all of the TCG, pretty much every card, has spiked considerably. Now, I'm not one to fall into FOMO or, get hyped about a price rise because, I've been trained, especially in the crypto markets, to always kind of, buy low, sell high, the normal deal. But, this time I literally could not resist, and FOMO hit me hard. FOMO hit me so hard that I ended up buying more Dragon Ball cards than Pokemon cards for the 2 weeks that I was there. Funny enough, a lot of the TCG stores that I went to, the mum and pup ones or the franchise ones, didn't actually catch on to that recent spike. So I scooped up a lot of, deals, especially within the first week. But, by the second week, I saw, a lot of the cards were kind of, matching market value. So I didn't really get a lot of, decent deals towards the latter end of the trip. But anyway, Dragon Ball has been severely undervalued So Dragon Ball TCG has been severely undervalued for a massive amount of time. Controversially, it's largely due to the fact that, the game hasn't been so fun for players. Apparently, it's also confusing to play as well. And to put more into the mix, there's actually two TCG series that are running in tandem with each other, which a lot of people find confusing. So there's Dragon Ball Masters, which is the old Dragon Ball TCG that's been running for a while. And then there's the new TCG, which is called Fusion. And that kicked off in 2024 with the release of SB01. Now, about a year ago, I opened SB01 and I literally could not believe the quality and the art inside of these cards. It was just something else. So much so that I have a high-end Pokemon card binder, and I literally chuck Dragon Ball commons inside of that binder just for me to appreciate the artwork, even though they're like, 20, 50 cents. The artwork on them is insane, and you really have to see it in person to kind of appreciate it. But at the time, I actually couldn't believe that this TCG was not on fire or not, really kicking off. Massive regret. I didn't buy any cases of SB01, SB02. I contemplated, and I remember looking on eBay, but, I didn't pull the pin. But you live and you learn, and, I still think now is a great time because I think we're on the cusp of a massive Dragon Ball TCG bull run. I think there's more opportunity in the Dragon Ball TCG right now, even comparing to One Piece and Pokemon. One Piece and Pokemon has gone up like crazy within the last 1.5 years. And, Dragon Ball's kind of just starting now, I think. There's going to be huge excitement in this TCG because we've reached such Pokemania and, TCG One Piece mania, even Lorcana and Gundam is popular. Money kind of flows between, all of the TCGs, largely due to, Pokemon and One Piece. So I'm keeping a close eye on the Dragon Ball TCG market and, very bullish on it. I picked up a few cards all over the place, really. Like, I got really old card-ass original cards, like card-ass sets, like this card here, and, a few old ones, Super Saiyan Family, a few, even like these sealed Itajaga sets. I hardly didn't even know what I bought. But these are sealed little cards from 2024. Goku driving lesson card that I picked up for $30, and it's already going for $100. Lucky enough, the TCG store didn't really catch that that market movement. A lot of these gold. A lot of these gold cards are really sought after as well. But yeah, just the nostalgia in these cards are just unreal. Dragon Ball has a very strong IP. Like, it's even older than Pokemon as well. Like, it started in the early 80s, I believe. It's actually more adult-like and relatable than Pokemon. I think, yeah, the show's got a good message for viewers as well. Like, it's especially for males. It's yeah, it's a bit inspiring. Like, I feel as an adult I can even relate to the characters, in the Dragon Ball show more so than, in Pokemon, which can be a little bit more childlike. But, that's no shade on Pokemon. I'm still a massive fan and I always will be. But I think right now it's great to keep your eyes on the Dragon Ball market because I'm hugely bullish for it.